Well, Parkside Market has finally opened in downtown Disney. It's an impressive building, a unique take on quick service dining that I really enjoyed, and the food we've tried so far is quite good. I was also impressed with just how expensive everything is at this new Parkside Market. Let's go. We're going to start with some of the B-roll that I captured during our construction update, showing the walls down and really just the overall look of the things. Looks obviously like mid-century modern architecture, which we've been admiring for the past couple of months now. That's Sip and Sonder. It's the one location that is serving guests from the outside, from the exterior. You don't have to go in. It's just a walk-up window. This is Sip and Sonder is coffee and tea with a few food items as well. And it's a competitor to Starbucks, but they do also lean into the tea and the matcha angle a little bit more than you might find at Starbucks, although Starbucks is getting into matcha these days. But yeah, I noticed that it's like 50-50 almost with coffee and tea. I haven't tried anything here yet, though I do think that they might even have a flight. You can get a flight of coffee flavors or tea flavors, that kind of thing. So the place just opened up on this morning. We were there on Saturday morning at about 11 a.m. in a place that just opened up. That's Parkside Market. That's the entrance here. Here's the interiors. Now both Soul Sister and Gigi's Chicken Shop. Those are the two primary food service locations. Quick service dining. Soul Sister obviously is the Vietnamese bowls and other items, and then Gigi's Chicken Shop has spicy chicken, obviously. I enjoyed the interiors quite a bit. It's an extension again of the mid-century modern. Plenty of tables to choose from. Lots of seating here, which is great. You'll notice on those tables that they have these little placeholders. Well, we'll get to that in a second. We're going to go upstairs real quick to the Vista Parkside Market. Take a look at outside the windows, the stained glass windows there. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed going up into the second level, where we do wind up finding that they have it's a bar. That's the center part there is bar service. An extensive menu, which we're going to look at that again in a minute as well. That opens up at 11 a.m. They do table service upstairs. They will bring the food to you upstairs. Again, we'll get into that. There again, you see those black rectangles. Those are little locators that help the cast bring the food to you. They help find out where you are. But this is the view you get of the bandstand down there in that common area where everybody plays. So that's the space in between Din Tai Fung and the Parkside Market. And for those guests who are out there, it's a narrow space. It looks fun, but the view isn't quite as good as you might think it would be. They really play it up in the concept art, but all the tables are low. It's a very high wall, and the tables are in the seating areas, especially the couches that we saw. Let me go back. Like if you're sitting in that couch right there, you're not getting any. You can hear it. You can hear the band playing, but you're not going to get any kind of view of the band or anything happening out there on the ground. You're just too low. But the high top table, you're probably going to see maybe half. You have to stand up, basically. If you want to see anything going on out there, you have to stand up. But that's where it gets a little awkward, because now those guests, it's mostly tables up there. I think this might have been better, and maybe they'll revisit this. This area might have been better. Again, I'm going to back up, and you can see there's the couch, the tables, the chairs. There's the kind of high top service area there. And then to the right, just out of frame, is another big table where guests can sit. There's not a lot of standing room, I guess is what I'm saying. So if you want to stand and watch the show, you're kind of in other people's space. But I kind of feel like I would rather just stand and have some high tops that are just standing. There's no chairs, and everybody just puts their drinks down on the high top tables. And everybody stands. I think that might be better. Okay, we're back inside. There's the bar again. It smells amazing in there, you guys. And I'll tell you why in a second. There's another outdoor seating area. This is what's on top of Sip and Sonder. This is the seating area on top of Sip and Sonder, which gives you a view of the monorail, which personally, I kind of prefer that over the view of the band playing at downtown Disney. I like the monorail passes right in front of you as you're sitting out there. Unfortunately, I didn't get any B-roll of that, but trust me, and I'm sure you can see what would happen here. And then on the other side, you can still look out over to the bandstand, although you're on the far right of that angle. It's not quite as good. So I placed an order at Gigi's Chicken Shop, went downstairs, first floor. It's quick service. You just walk right up, place your order, and then they give you this what they're calling a place track or a tracker, a table tracker. You play. It's like the pucks they give you when they tell you that it's time for your reservation, or like an Earl sandwich when your food's ready. It's kind of like one of those, except it's not to tell you when to go get your food. It's not to tell you that it's time for you to go to your table. It's to tell them where you are, and they bring the food to you. Quick service. This is a quick service dining location, not table service. Quick service. Well, I mean, there does wind up being table service, but this is quick, and they bring the food to you, and you can sit anywhere. Bottom floor, we saw the same tables on the bottom floor with those table trackers item, and we saw them upstairs. That's where I went. I took this thing upstairs to test how good this is. I went outside to my preferred thing, put the puck down on you put it, see where it says table tracker here, and you just sat there for a minute. And now I mentioned, pause here, they do table service also. I place my order downstairs, but if you just sit down at a table, a cast member will come out and say, did you order food, or can I get you something off the menu? The menu is the same as what you can get at the Gigi's Chicken Shop, Soul Sister, and Sip and Sonder. You can order from that menu here, and they will bring it up to you in the same way. The same thing. There's my original fried chicken sandwich from Gigi's Chicken Shop. It looks messy, but that was damn good. I have to say, this is my taste test right here. It was really, really good. Light and crispy. I was so shocked because I'm not exactly a connoisseur of spicy chicken sandwiches, but this is my favorite that I've had so far. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Yeah. Also, when I was up there at Soul Sister, they brought me up a couple dumplings. These are the meat-filled dumplings. I believe it was pork. I didn't even look at the menu, so I'm not positive. Quite good also, I have to say. The sauce was like a kind of a sweet garlic sauce, which was really, really nice. I was impressed. I was impressed with the sauce. I haven't tried the bowl yet, which we'll do next. But really, this isn't a food review. It's more of a Parkside Market review. The building, it's absolutely lovely. I'm a fan of what they've been doing out here at this whole Downtown Disney Din Tai Fung. I love the mid-century modern theme that they're doing here. And I wouldn't be, I was talking to Peter from Ordinary Adventures, and he says it could just be that Disney has decided they're just gonna take the whole mid-century modern theme and apply it everywhere in the park. And I'd be absolutely okay with that. So I'm really, really impressed with Parkside Market and with the rest of what they're doing at Downtown Disney. Really, really impressed with the food that we've tried so far. As I mentioned, though, in the intro, this is where things get a little bit dicey because the food is hella expensive. There's a website, Parkside Market website, and they've got all 4 dining locations, Gigi's Chicken Shop, Sip and Sonder, Soul Sister, and the upstairs Vista, which is basically the drink menu. That's not really a restaurant per se, it's just bar service, but it is part of the Parkside Market. We'll take a look at the menus. So start with Gigi's Chicken Shop, where okay, so I got the original fried chicken, and it's $18. Now, that at first blush seems pretty standard these days. It's a lot, but it's also kind of we're getting kind of used to that. Except it's just the sandwich. That was an $18 sandwich. It wasn't an $18 meal. It was an $18 sandwich. If you wanted, let's say, fries, sides, you can get a side of waffle fries for another $8. So that chicken sandwich plus fries would be $26. That's a lot. And I was actually having a conversation with somebody and said, well, they're getting like Disney. I beg to differ. Disneyland is getting downright affordable compared to what we're seeing. Not just out, at downtown Disney costs more to eat per ounce of food on a pound for pound basis, as they say in sports, is more at downtown Disney than it is inside Disneyland. Disneyland competes with going to Carl's Jr. But let's just look at Smoke Jumpers, for example. Smoke Jumpers, if we scroll down to lunch and dinner, you can get a spicy chicken sandwich for $13.49. Now, we can have the conversation that maybe it's not as good as Gigi's, but is it $5 better? I don't know. Plus, It comes with crinkle cut fries. It comes with fries. You don't have to buy the fries separate. And that's the same for the double cheeseburger or anything else you get on the Smoke Jumpers menu. I'll give you another one. One of the more pricier locations at Disneyland, the Plaza Inn. The chicken is $19.99. The chicken dinner, 3 pieces of chicken, which is fantastic. Their chicken is very, very good. And you get mashed potatoes and gravy, a buttermilk biscuit, and seasoned vegetables. Same thing with the pot roast is $18.99. You get the same thing. You get the biscuit and vegetables. The pasta, I mean, it's great. The prices are very competitive at Disneyland. But I don't want to make this about how, competitive the prices are at Disneyland. Compared to, gosh, how much would what's a combo cost at, I don't know, at Carl's Jr.? It's like $16, $17. Okay, so there's the original fried chicken. We got a couple pictures up here. That's the original fried chicken there on the left. The other one is the sweet and spicy, if I'm not mistaken, sweet and spicy fried chicken, that comes with slaw and a Kewpie mayo and the brioche bun. Original fried chicken, again, it was great. No doubt about it. It tastes good. They've also got the ranch fried chicken and the grilled chicken if fried's not your thing. You can get 3-piece crispy chicken strips, which I want to try that next. But again, all you're getting is just the chicken strips. When's the last time you ate chicken strips and that's it? I don't know. So you got to opt into the waffle fries for $8, the Brussels sprouts for $7, the broccoli slaw for $7, which I don't mind trying. I am curious about the sweet corn elote, which how big? It's $7 piece of corn. Is that a lot? I don't know. 2 salads. The California and the kale and Brussels are both $16. I paid. You go to Chick-fil-A, the salad there is $12. I'm just saying. Okay, they also, drinks were weird. And desserts, you got chocolate dirt pudding. Didn't look at that yet. Oatmeal cream pie, $7. And a frozen strawberry lemonade for $12. Notice that they don't have, where are the, can I not get drinks? I got a drink. Oh, you know what it is? They don't have fountain service. The only drinks that they sell that are theirs are the frozen strawberry lemonade, which is $12. I don't know why it's $12, to be honest. Why is frozen strawberry lemonade $12? I can't say. I bought a Sprite, a bottle of Sprite that they just get, over the counter in one of the bottles. That was $5, if I recall. So that's Gigi's Chicken Shop. Let's go check out the prices at Soul Sister. That's the bowl. Okay, so this is, let's see. I kept saying Vietnamese. It's Korean. It's Korean, of course. So the Korean bowls with, let's see, it's rice on the bottom and then what looks like mushrooms, carrots, perhaps, some avocado. Here we got a beef and egg bowl, bulgogi beef, carrots, kale, egg, sesame oil, gochu soul sauce. That's $19. Again, I don't know. That seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. The beef bowl, again, I get bowls in other places. I don't remember spending that much. But the problem here is not so much, it's not their fault per se. They have to do that. If you were to go to another Soul Sister somewhere else, I would bet, I don't think the price would be the same. They do this because Disney charges insane amounts of rent. Disney obviously owns the land, and all these third-party places have to pay rent to operate here. And it's amazing. I don't know how they do it. And I'm surprised there's not more turnover, but some places just can't make it. But it's why you see these inflated prices, because of the rent that Disney's charging to serve here. The dumplings that I got, it was 3 dumplings. There were 3 in that thing. There was $8, which that seems a little bit more. Well, that's a side, isn't it? That's $8. Here we go. Huge lemonade, $5. I mean, milk is $4. I don't know, man. This just seems like a lot. I'm going to have to go and try one of these bowls soon. Let's go to Sip and Sonder for some coffee. There you go. It's a lot of iced stuff there. Very interesting, what do you call it? Plating, as it were. So a plain 8-ounce drip coffee, $4. That's normal for park food. I see the Hummingbird, which is Jamaican sorrel slushy. $7 or $7.50. You might as well pay for the extra 4 ounces, right? Cafe au lait, $5. Let's see, espresso, 4. The matcha latte, $5.50. These are, I pay this locally. I pay those prices locally. And we pay similar prices for that in the park. So maybe it's just a chicken stand and Soul Sister. But these are pretty, I think they have to stay competitive with whatever Starbucks is doing, is my assumption. Because you can't have higher prices, that much higher prices than they have at Starbucks. Starbucks is kind of like the high, right? They do have some food here. You got a butter croissant for $4. That's what I pay at Starbucks. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich is $14. I need to know what a $14 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich tastes like. Or a $14 vegan sausage sandwich. How big is that? They don't have any photos of that. Chicken and the egg. Chicken, sausage, farm egg, cheddar cheese, avocado hot. I mean, it seems like a fairly, robust sandwich, but still $14. Do you guys remember Carl's Jr.? Do you guys remember when Carl's Jr. was so impressed with their $6 burgers? That seems like 100 years ago, doesn't it? And then, let's see. We'll go to the Vistide Parkside Market. Again, this is these are drinks. That's the bar. This bar that you see in the picture, that's actually concept art. But this fairly standard pricing here for mixed drinks. The one thing I want to point out is the Morning Mist. Morning Mist, Garrison Brothers Small Batch Bourbon, Earl Grey tea. Angostura, I don't know what that is in orange bitters. I kid you not, that's all you can smell. It's like there's a smoky thing happening. They add that smoky smell to the drinks, and it's permeating throughout the entire location upstairs. You can't. It smells amazing, and like I said, it's not the food. It's that smoky morning mist. I asked the cast member, I was like, "What am I smelling?" It's incredible. And she says it's the morning mist. But again, these prices, $18 for a mixed drink. I mean, if you look at, let's see, we've got Splitsville. There we go. Splitsville, by the way, let's see. Let's look at the handhelds. Cheeseburger Deluxe, $22. Do they have a chicken sandwich? Maui Chicken, $24. Now, that comes with, let's see, so that comes with fries. So I guess you're paying, it's the same. And again, that goes towards what I'm saying. It's not a Gigi's problem. It's a downtown Disney problem. Downtown Disney costs more than Disneyland. I mentioned in our construction video, I don't know how Earl's Sandwich their prices are fairly nominal for those sandwiches. I don't know how they do it. But if you go to the tavern at Earl's, where they have entrees, table service, very expensive, very expensive. But this is in line. If we're paying $24 for a chicken sandwich and fries, then we're paying $18 for the chicken sandwich at Gigi's, plus another, well, it's $8, so it's $26. So we're still a little higher. Let's see. Oh, and I want to look at the cocktails. A lot of your mixed drinks here, Tropical Itch, the watermelon margarita, $16, $18. So we're about $2 higher. Going back to Parkside, the minimum is $18. I don't see anything less, and then the top end is $20. Going back to Splitsville, I don't see anything here that's more than $18. The Tropical Itch is the most expensive. Or they have the jumbo squeeze bottle, the resort. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then also, here's where they do compete. Budweiser, $10 for a Bud Light or a Miller Lite. And that is, I think it's the same, let's see, where's the beer? Yeah, $10 for Michelob, $10 for Miller Lite. And again, they have to do this because they can't charge more for the same exact thing, right? Just like Starbucks and Sip and Sonder. The Parkside can't charge more for their Miller Lite 16 ounces as Splitsville does. So you're going to find things competitive there. You go to, some place outside of the park, you're probably going to pay maybe $1 or $2 less than that. A frozen rosé for $12. Flamboyance Frosé for $16. That's with Belarus Chapoutier. I don't know what that is, to be honest. The Birdwatcher iced tea and lemonade that's frozen for $12. That looks non-alcoholic. The Birdwatcher with Buffalo Trace bourbon, $4 for the bourbon. I don't know. They don't tell you how big that drink is, but I doubt it's 16 ounces. You can get a liter of red sangria and take care. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Wine by the glass, lots of wine. It's really, I guess what you're paying for in these situations is the vibe, right? You're paying for the vibe. You're paying for being in Parkside Market and having, which by the way is a vibe, no doubt about it. Like I said at the outset, I love what they've done here at this part of downtown Disney. I think it's terrific. It truly is a vibe. I want to spend time in this place. I want to get my friends together and overpay for drinks and food and enjoy myself listening to the live music, and you just kind of accept it and go on. But this is not in the park though, so it's not like when you're in Disneyland and you feel, and they charge the prices that they do, you feel like, well, they've got us. We're captured. We can't leave. I can't go out. Well, I could. I can't go out to McDonald's, but it'll take you an hour and a half to do that, to go out to McDonald's on Harbor Boulevard. So you stay in there and you pay the price. But I'm telling you, Disneyland prices in the park are competitive. They may not be cheap, but they certainly, the gap is narrowed, and the food is still pretty good at Disneyland. But downtown Disney is a little bit more. So that's my only complaint. That's my only complaint, and I wish it didn't have to be this way, but I understand, like I said, Disney charges those obscene amounts of rent, and I don't know how people do it. But that's Parkside Market. I'm really excited about this. I'm really happy with the results. I'm really happy with how everything looks. I love mid-century modern. I'm never going to shut up about that. I'm going to move to Palm Springs just so I can live in a mid-century modern house. And that's our review, our opinions on Parkside. Stay tuned. We may be trying more food. I don't know where we put those reviews up, but I'm gonna somewhere. So stay tuned. Follow us. We have a lot of different channels, you guys. We have this channel. This is news, but I may be doing other stuff here as well. But we've got this channel. I might put some food up on our socials, Instagram and Twitter. Then we've got the Tourist Departing Daily channel where I'm just doing walkthroughs around the park and just kind of, without all the commentary or science or anything like that. And then our main channel, Fresh Baked Proper, where I am doing lots of commentary, lots of science, lots of helping you guys find the best way around the Disneyland Resort. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you find us in all those various locations, and stay tuned for more. If you like this show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. There's content coming up there. Patreon.com/freshbaked. We put more content up there, and then you can follow us on Instagram at _freshbaked, on Twitter at freshbakedisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at freshbakedisney. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.